you're getting ready to have a baby, don't do this shit. I'm Abby. I'm a mom of 4. I literally just had a baby 2.5 weeks ago. I've also got a 13-month-old, 8-year-old, and a 14-year-old. So I feel like I've pretty much covered a really good span of time having children. And here's some of the things that I have done to make life easier. That would be my best advice to a new mom. Nobody asked me for this, and if you're one of those people like me, I don't like taking advice from people unless I ask. So if you don't care about this, and if you're one of those people, scroll on, because I don't want to tell you what to do, especially if you don't want to be told what to do. But there are some people that just can't make a move unless some people tell them. And here's what I'm going to tell you. These are things that I don't do with my kids from the start. We don't need wipe warmers. And here's why we don't need wipe warmers. Because when you decide to take your newborn baby to go see Garfield with the rest of the kids, and they decide to shit their pants in the middle of the movie, where's the wipe warmer? Where's the wipe warmer? Okay? And now little Peyton is losing his shit in the middle of Garfield because you just put a frozen wipe on him. So I like to use this rule of thumb. If I cannot sustain it, I don't even want to pretend like I can maintain it. Baby used to a regular wipe, whatever temperature it is. The only exception to this is going to be when it's super freezing outside and you're using wipes from a really cold car. Like, nobody's going to like that because it feels like ice. The next thing, a bottle warmer. Because you're not always going to be able to do that. With my 8-year-old, my titties were so big, I used to stick the bottle under my titty because I could warm it up. But you know what? We don't got time for that anymore. So what I do, my kids started out breastfeeding, and then we switched over to formula, but we use room temperature water. Why? Because I can find room temperature water anywhere. I can go into a 7-Eleven, a Wawa, a Sheetz. I can find water that has not been put in the cooler. I can find a random bottle of water that I have in the backseat of my car, which I do keep emergency water and formula in the car. Specific diaper pails. The reason I don't like these is because people get complacent. Because they don't smell the smell of the diaper pail, they end up forgetting to change it. And then like when you finally remember, those diapers have been sitting there for like 6 weeks. And it's like, it's absolutely disgusting. I've only ever had a wipe warmer for my 14-year-old, and it was like the worst decision. Okay. And if I couldn't remember to dump that thing when that was my only child, and literally Anthony and I had nothing else to do but to sit there and be the best parents in the world, I'm damn sure not going to remember it with the other kids. The other thing is I generally don't feel like those things work. So I will change the diaper and it's going to sit right there on the dresser until I take it downstairs or I take it to a trash bag somewhere. And if you guys know anything about me, I love a good contractor bag. You probably can't see it right here, but I've always got one going, like minimum in my room, but they're always going like all around the house because I love to throw shit away. So I will leave the diaper on the dresser, and then like once I'm done getting the baby ready or whatever, I grab it with me and take it downstairs, or take it to an actual trash can. I don't like trash cans in bedrooms because I feel like they end up stinking, and like especially if it's a little trash can. I'm also generally this way when it comes to rules with my kids. Like, I have been a mom. I hate the whole, like, this isn't for newborns. This is just for like the big ass kids. Okay. Like, I'm not one of those, you have to share moms. Sharing is caring. No, it's not. Because here's again what I'm thinking, like, is this something that I can maintain? Can I tell my 16-year-old daughter that sharing is caring when it comes to her body? No. Sharing is caring when it comes to her credit card? No. Sharing is caring when it comes to her card? No. You can share with people, but just because you share with someone doesn't mean that you care about them. And just because you care about someone does not mean that you have to share with them. So if there's something that your kid does not want to share, special toys and stuff like that, that's a room toy. That's not a general open area playroom toy. But my kids do not have to share. And I'm not going to force them to do it either. Because in life, when they grow up to be adults, like, where else does that concept apply? Hey, next door neighbor, it's my turn with your Tesla now. No, it doesn't work that way. And I'm also not going to rush my kids off of a toy just so your kid can get a toy. Your kid is better served by learning the virtue and the characteristics of patience than mine is teaching him, hey, now you have to get off because little Caden or Hayden or Peyton here wants a turn with it. And I don't want my kid to feel that anxiety. You know, when you know a kid is waiting for you to get off of it so they can have a turn with it, and now you're like rushed and you feel anxious. No. Please back up. Leave my kid alone. We'll let you know when we're done. And we will be done. We will be. But we're not right now. And right now we're going to enjoy it. And you can teach your kid patience and how to wait, because that's something that they're going to need in life, relationships, work with their children, and pretty much every aspect of their life. My kid is not going to need to know how to share his work laptop or his company credit card.